እሺ እንዴት ናችሁ? ላስት ታይም በኢትዮጵያ ቻፕተር 3 ላይ ስለ ሬሽዮ ፕሮፖርሽን ኤንድ ፐርሰንቴጅ ተምረን ነበረ። አሁን ሌሰን 1 ስለ ሬሽዮ ተምረን ነበር። በዛሬው ሌሰን ደግሞ ስለ ፕሮፖርሽን እንማራለን። ፕሮፖርሽን ምንድን ነው የሚለውን ነገር እንመለከታለን። ሶ ፕሮፖርሽን ማለት ኢትስ ሪሌሽንሺፕ ቢትዊን ቱ ኳንቲቲስ ኢን ዊች ዋን ኢዝ a constant multiple of the other ነው። ይሄ ማለት ነው for example x over y ቢኖረን is equals to 2x over 2y ቢኖረን if they are in proportion ከሆናቸው ከተባለ always x over y is equals to 2 over 2 of into x over y ነው. So they are similar or they are in proportion but it's a constant multiple of the other ነው. For example proportion is equality of two ratios available, okay? Equality of two ratios. Proportion equality of two ratios. Example 5 over 8 is equals to 10 over 16. They are in proportion. Again, how should this 5 over 8 is equals to a cap 5 ga multiply on it's 2 times of which state this is 2 times of which is this is 5 this is 8 on so let's see they are in proportion ማለት ነው. Another example 2 over 3 equals to 6 over 9. So 2 over 3 equals to this is 3 over 3 of this factor times this is 2 over 3. So let's see 2 times 3 it's going to be 6. 3 times it's going to be 9. So let's see they are in proportion. So in ካልን ለፕሮፖርሽን አንዳንድ ነገሮችን እናውራ. If given that A, B, C and D are non-zero rational number ከሆኑ does that A over B is equals to C over D ከሆነ then A, B, C and D are in proportion. Let's there are two ratios A to B and C to D are in proportion. This is A over B and C over D are their ratios. Let's see they are in proportion. So the first term, this is the second term, this is the third term, this is the fourth term. The first term, second term, this is the third term, this is the fourth term. ይባላል. So A ratio or A to B is equals to C to D ከሆነ these are the middle terms ይባሉ. This is the extreme term or ደግሞ end term ይባላል. Similarly, this is the middle term or ደግሞ means ይባላል. ስለዚህ በኋላ ጥያቄዎች ላይ እንመለከታለን. The sum of the means ከተባለ the middle term B and D ነው. The sum of the extremes ከተባለ ደግሞ A and D ነው. ስለዚህ A and D are the extreme term, B and D are the middle term or ደግሞ the means ይባላሉ. This will be extreme or ደግሞ the end term ይባላል ማለት ነው. So አንድ ነገር in proportion ነው ከተባለ ወይም የሆነ ሬሽዮ they are in proportion ከተባለ the product of the means always equals to the product of the extreme. And proportion and ratio in proportion ከተባለ in proportion ከተባለ A over B is equal to C over D. So the product of the means, the extremes, equals to the product of the means. This is crisscross ማለት ነው. This is always true ነው ማለት ነው. So one way of checking any ratio is in proportion is by cross multiplication of the product of the means and the end or the extremes ይሆናል ማለት ነው. This is how we are going to check any ratios, whether they are in proportion or not. Okay, example 32 over 160 is equals to 1 over 5. ስለዚህ ሁለቱ ratios they are in proportion ናቸው ለማለት let's crisscross. 32 times of 5 is equals to 160 times of 1. This is going to be 160 is equals to 160. They are in proportion ናቸው ማለት ነው. Similarly, let's check another example. 5 over 16 equals to 20 over 64. So crisscross እናደርጋቸው 5 times 4 is equals to 20 times 16. So this is going to be 5 times 4. This is going to be 20. So 5 times 30. So let's go. 5 times 6, 30. Let it's going to be 2 is equals to this is going to be 320. So they are in proportion ይሆናሉ ማለት ነው. Okay. Find the unknown terms in each of the following ይላል. Example 2. Example 2. Find the unknown terms in which the following of terms. Okay. So 5 over 12 are 35 over x. This provided that x is different from 0. So the two equations are the two ratios are in proportion ከሆነ crisscross እናደርገው, which means the product of the means and the product of the extreme and the product of the means ይሆናል ማለት ነው. ስለዚህ 15 times of x is equals to 12 times 35 ይሆናል. ስለዚህ over 15 over 15 ነው. So x is going to be by 15 is going to be by 3 it's going to be 5, going to be 4, by 5 it's going to be 7, 7 times 4 going to be 20. Similarly, let's find for b 3 ratio 6 is equals to x over 12. So in this equation, let's crisscross. Let's see, this is going to be 3 times of 12 is equals to 6x ይሆናል. So x is going to be 3, 12, 6 this times. This will be 2. This is going to be 16. This is how we are going to find any unknown values in a given ratio if it is in proportion ከሆነ ማለት in proportion ከሆነ we can find out the unknown term. Okay. እሺ example ለመጨረሻው example which is a given proportion is given that find the sum of the means ይላል። ስለዚህ 3 to ratio 15 is equals to 20, 12 ratio 16, right? So the sum of the means ማለት they are the middle terms. This is going to be 27. So the means will be 27 ይሆናል ማለት ነው. Okay. ሌላው class work የኛውን ሞክረው. So what number should be subtracted from each of the numbers 17, 14, 22, 18 so that the difference would be in proportion. ጥያቄው የሚለው ምንድን ነው? ምን አይነት ቁጥር ነው ከእያንዳንዱ ከምናገኘው ላይ ከ17 ከ14 ከ22 እና ከ18 ተቀንሶ ያ ሰብስትራክት የተደረገው ነገር ግን would be in proportion የሚሆነው ይላል። ስለዚህ let x be a number to be subtracted. Okay, be subtracted. So ይሄኛው እንደዚህ ከሆነ የመጀመሪያው 17 አለን፣ ከዛ 14 አለን፣ 22 አለን፣ 18 አለን። so subtract ሲደረግ x 14 minus x 22 minus x and 18 minus x ይሆናል ማለት ነው። ስለዚህ in proportion ከሆኑ 17 minus x all is equals to 14 minus x is equals to 22 minus x over 18 minus x ይሆናል። ስለዚህ in proportion የሚያደርጋቸው ከሆነ ደግሞ ክሪስ ክሮስ እናደርጋቸዋለን። the product of the end or ደግሞ the extreme times the product of the means ይሆናል ማለት ነው። ስለዚህ 17 minus x times of 18 minus x is equals to 14 minus x times 22 minus x. So 17 times 18, it's going to be 306. 17 times x minus x is going to be minus 17x. Minus x times 18 minus x times 18 minus 18x. Minus x times minus x, it's going to be x squared is equals to 14 times 22 is going to be 308. 14 times minus x is going to be 14x. Minus 6 times 22 minus 22x. Similarly, x times x plus x squared. Let's see, this x ወደዚህኛው ስናመጣው ማይነስ ስለሚሆን እዚሁ ካንስል አውት እናድርገው። ቢኮዝ ይሄኛው ፕላስ ነው፣ ወደዚህ ሲመጣ ማይነስ ይሆናል። ሌሎቹን ማኒፕሌት እናድርጋቸው። ስለዚህ this is going to be minus 35x 306 አለን እዚህ ጋር is equals to 308 minus 36 x ይሆናል። so collect like term እናድርግ። ኤክሶችን ወደዚህ እናምጣ፣ ቁጥሮችን ወደዛ እንውሰድ። ስለዚህ minus 35x minus plus 36x is equals to 308 minus of 300 of 6. ስለዚህ this implies that minus 35x plus 36 is going to be x ይመጣል equals to 308 minus 306 is going to be 2 አገኘን ማለት ነው። This is how we are going to find this kind of questions. Okay, this kind of questions በዚህ አይነት መንገድ ሶልቭ ማድረግ እንችላለን ማለት ነው። ኦኬ ሶ ሌላው ቀጣዩ ጥያቄ ምንድነው? What would be subtracted from each of the numbers 25, 22, 30, 26 so that the difference would be in proportion? It's a similar question, just የሚቀየረው ነገር ምንም አይደለም፣ just manipulation ብቻ same ነው። ስለዚህ በዚህ መሰረት ሶልቭ ታደርጉታላችሁ ማለት ነው። ስለዚህ any number x to be subtracted ስላላችሁ ስለዚህ 25 minus x 22 minus x 30 minus x and ደግሞ 26 minus x በሆነ መንገድ ከዛ በኋላ ማኒፕሌት ኢን ፕሮፖርሽን ማኒፕሌት ማለት ትችላላችሁ። ኦኬ ከነዚህ አንዳንድ ጥያቄዎችን እየሰራን እንለፍ። ኦኬ if x square xy p and y square are in proportion, questions, if x square xy p and y squares are in proportion, find the value of p. ስለዚህ x square over xy is equals to p over y square because they are in proportion. ስለዚህ x square times of y square is equals to p times of xy ይሆናል ማለት ነው because the crisscross now they are in proportion. So the product of the means times product of the extreme. So we are going to find p. ስለዚህ p ማለት ነው x square or y square over xy because over እዚህ ጋር xy ስላለን over xy እናደርጋለን ማለት ነው። ይጣፋል፣ ስለዚህ እዚህ ይመጣል ማለት ነው። ስለዚህ this will be cancel out። ስለዚህ p is equals to x by x ጠፋ፣ ስለዚህ x ቀራ፣ y by y ይጠፋል፣ ስለዚህ አንድ y ቀራ። ስለዚህ the value of p will be xy ይሆናል ማለት ነው። question number 2 find the unknown terms in each of the following. so the unknown term ለመፈለግ for n ስንሰራ x over 20 ስለዚህ if they are in proportion ከሆኑ this is going to be 4 times of x is equals to 3 times of 20 over 4 እናደርጋለን። ስለዚህ x is going to be this by this 5 times 3 going to be 15 ስለዚህ ይሄን ይመስላል ማለት ነው። ስለዚህ በዚህ መንገድ ሶልቭ ማድረግ ትችላላችሁ ማለት ነው። ኦኬ so find the fourth proportion to the following ይላል። question number 3 find the fourth proportion fourth ማለት የአራተኛው ተርም ማለት ነው አይደል? ስለዚህ let's say it's 15 so 12 and 35 ከሆነ the fourth will be let's say x እንበለው። ስለዚህ proportion ከሆኑ 15 over 12 is equals to 35 over x ስለዚህ this is 15x is equals to 12 times 35 ይሆናል። ስለዚህ over 15 ስለዚህ x is going to be by 5 it's going to be 3 by 5 it's going to be 7 by 3 it's going to be 4 times it is going to be 28. This is how we are going to solve questions. Okay, so question number 4, determine whether the number that's 14 21 4 and 6 are in proportion. so in solve ለማድረግ 14 21 4 and 6 in proportion ናቸው ከተባለ እነዚህ 4 over 21 is equals to 4 over 6 ላይ እኩል መምጣት አለባቸው። ስለዚህ let's see criss cross እናድርጋቸው። ስለዚህ 14 times of 6 is equals to 21 times of 4 so 6 times 4 is going to be 24 4 አለን 6 times 1 is going to be 6 ከሁለት ጋር 84 this is going to be 84 ስለዚህ they are in proportion. okay ቼክ አድርገን ማለት ነው። okay question number 5 find the means proportion of the means proportional between the following. ስለዚህ means ከሆነ basically 20 and 45 አለን አይደል? ስለዚህ ሚንስን ካልኩሌት ማድረግ እንችላለን። that's simple question. okay ስለዚህ እነዚህን ጥያቄዎችን ሞክሯቸው፣ ተለማመዷቸው። the sum of the means ይላችኋል፣ extreme ይላችኋል፣ ፕሮዳክት ማድረግ ይላችኋል። they're the same means እና ኤክስትሪሞቹ መለየት ከቻላችሁ you can do that. okay ስለዚህ ዛሬ ሌሰናችንን ጨርሰናል። ይሄን እንደ ሆምወርክ አድርጉ፣ ተስሩት። ኤንድ ጥያቄ ካላችሁ ኮሜንት አድርጉልን፣ ሶልቭ እናደርጋለን። ፕላስ ዌብሳይት ላይ በመሄድ teachethiopia.com ላይ በመግባት ጥያቄዎቹን እነዚህ ጥያቄዎች ማየት ትችላላችሁ። መልካም ጊዜ። ቻው